Gyeongju, the ancient capital of 1,000 years. This city was once the heart of the Silla Kingdom for a millennium, and today it's one of Korea's most iconic historical destinations where UNESCO World Heritage Sites are still alive and breathing. On this trip, I spent 2 days and 1 night in Gyeongju, and I'd like to share with you 8 must-visit places, along with some of the local food I enjoyed. If you plan to come, I recommend spreading your trip over 2 nights and 3 days to make the most of it. OAR Museum of Art. Just 5 minutes on foot from my accommodation, the first place I visited was a newly opened museum called OAR. You might be wondering, a museum in Gyeongju? But yes, this space is not only about exhibitions, it also has a cafe where you can sip coffee while looking out over the ancient burial mounds right in front of you. That's why it has quickly become one of Gyeongju's hottest new spots. Cheonmachong. 지금 거기다 손맞춤. 거기에 이걸 치고 스태프.
여기?
천마총. 오. 아, 이게 스탬프 투어 하는 거구나. 이거는 뭐냐? 백과유산. 그거는 어디에 찍어야 되지? 아, 여기에 찍는 건가? 방문자 여권 투어? 여기. This paper.
아, 저는 이거.
되셨어요? 됐다. The first historical site I visited was Cheonmachong, a tomb built around the 5th century. It is believed to be the resting place of a Silla king or a royal family member. When it was excavated, an artifact known as Cheonmachong, a painting of a heavenly horse on a saddle flap, was discovered, giving the tomb its name. Along with it came dazzling treasures like a golden crown and a gold belt, showcasing the grandeur of the Silla royal court. Today, the tomb has been restored, and visitors can actually walk inside to see its internal structure. Daereungwon. Cheonmachong is part of the Daereungwon complex, a vast park filled with ancient royal and aristocratic tombs. Dozens of large burial mounds rise across the landscape, symbolizing the authority of the Silla Kingdom. In spring, the grounds are covered with yellow rapeseed flowers, and in autumn, golden ginkgo leaves and colorful foliage transform it into a scenic place for a walk and for photos. Strolling here feels like stepping back into the very breath of Silla from 1,000 years ago. For lunch, I had one of Gyeongju's famous dishes, sambap. The name combines sam, meaning wrap, and bap, meaning rice. Just like the name, you take rice, side dishes, and grilled meat, wrap them in fresh leafy greens, and eat them all in one bite. It's one of Korea's most beloved healthy meals. Hwangridan-gil. Afterward, I stopped by Hwangridan-gil, a street lined with traditional hanok houses that now host cafes, restaurants, craft shops, and galleries. It's become a trendy spot, especially popular among younger travelers. The charm here comes from the way traditional and modern vibes blend together. I also tried one of the local desserts that people had recommended, but honestly, it wasn't really to my taste. Seokguram. Next, I headed out of the city center to Tuam Mountain. Halfway up the slope lies Seokguram, an artificial stone grotto temple. At its center sits a serene Buddha statue, surrounded by bodhisattvas and guardian figures carved into the stone. The Buddha faces east, symbolically aligned with the rising sun and the light of enlightenment. Seokguram is considered a masterpiece of East Asian Buddhist art, and UNESCO has recognized it as such. Bulguksa. Coming down from Seokguram, I arrived at Bulguksa Temple. Built in the 8th century, this temple was designed to embody the Buddhist ideal of a paradise on earth. Its stone architecture Dabot Tap, Sokgat Tap, and the graceful stairways of Cheonmachong and Daereungwon represents the peak of Korean Buddhist artistry. Together with Seokguram, Bulguksa was inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1995. Back in downtown Gyeongju, there are 3 spots within walking distance that I recommend. Donggung과 Wolji Anapji. The first is Donggung과 Wolji, more commonly known as Anapji Pond. This was once a royal villa and garden where the nobility held banquets and enjoyed gatherings. Excavations revealed luxurious gold and silver ornaments and other artifacts, proving the brilliance of Silla culture. Today, the site is most famous at night when the pond and pavilions are illuminated, their reflections shimmering in the water, creating one of Gyeongju's most breathtaking night views. Right next to it, you'll also find a lotus flower garden that blooms beautifully from late July to August.
No, you don't have that.
Cheomseongdae. Next is Cheomseongdae, one of Gyeongju's most iconic landmarks. Built in the 7th century during the reign of Queen Seondok, it is known as the oldest surviving astronomical observatory in East Asia. Constructed from 362 granite blocks, its design is thought to reflect astronomical numbers and cycles. Cheomseongdae stands as a testament to the scientific and architectural achievements of the Silla people. At the Cheomseongdae Stamp Center, you can actually collect stamps for 3 nearby heritage sites at once. While you're here, you can also visit Hwangridan-gil Fortress and the sacred forest of Gyeongju.
네.
For those who want a relaxed evening walk after dinner, I recommend the next spot. Woljeonggyo. The final place I visited was Woljeonggyo Bridge. It's open until late at night, making it a perfect last stop. Originally built during the unified Silla period, the bridge was destroyed long ago, but has recently been reconstructed based on historical research. It once served as the main gateway across the Namcheon River into the royal palace. Today, the vibrant painted wooden structure, especially when illuminated at night, has been beautifully revived. Alongside Anapji, it's considered one of the best night views in Gyeongju. I tried something that Gyeongju is also known for millennium. Now, millennium originally became famous in Busan, but in Gyeongju it has also grown into a beloved noodle dish with its own local flavor. The noodles are made from wheat flour, so they're chewy yet soft, and they're usually served in a cold broth topped with slices of meat, vegetables, and a boiled egg. It's the perfect dish to cool down with during the hot summer. And just about a 3-minute walk from this noodle shop is one of Gyeongju's most famous bakeries, Hwangridan bread. I first tasted this bread when I was an elementary school student nearly 25 years ago. Back then, you could only get it if you actually came to Gyeongju. What surprised me today was how much the bakery has grown. It's now a huge building, but the taste? It's exactly the same as I remember tasty. Gyeongju is often described as a city that feels like an open-air museum. Royal tombs and burial mounds, Buddhist masterpieces, palaces and observatories, and reconstructed architecture everywhere you turn, the legacy of 1,000 years of Silla history is still with us today. I hope you, too, can experience the breadth of this ancient kingdom when you visit Gyeongju.